Hey, welcome back to the Ready State. Quick question came up on Instagram recently was, hey, what do I think about Olympic lifting shoes? What are they doing? So the obvious thing is, hey, elevating the heels can ameliorate some of the compensation when I'm missing dorsiflexion, obviously. But sometimes we want you to understand there's a lot more going on than that. And in short, most people are gonna struggle with a butt to grass full squat. And if you come up on your toes, all of a sudden you're gonna be like, I nailed this. So you can understand that when I'm with my torso upright, what ends up happening is that my heels come up off the ground in this position, and it's much harder to have this upright torso with my heels on the ground. So what ends up happening is as soon as I give a little bit of lift, it allows me to have and receive my barbell Olympic lifting positions with a little bit more upright torso. So sometimes we think, hey, it's about dorsiflexion, but really it's about giving me more options in the shoulder and about being able to handle larger loads vertically through the spine instead of having to handle it with large amounts of shear. Now the second thing that happens, I think that gets lost, is that as we move from this first push into transition, this being able to go from a sort of more aggressive hinge, flat-footed, equal pressure position into transition, where I can then apply the jump, this is a tricky transition. And as we make this transition, we often see that athletes come up onto their toes. And one of the things that we get with having a little bit of a lift here is that as I move through transition into a place where I can eventually get this powerful jump, this allows me to stay connected and keep my heels pushing and my hamstrings engaged. Lastly, and sort of last thing that we talk about is that being able to dip with my torso upright is a game changer in terms of putting weight back over my head. And when the foot is flat, what ends up happening is we start to see that knee collapse and a little bit more compensation because I'm gonna have to dip as it gets super heavy. And if I don't have access to this position, it becomes a little bit trickier. So sometimes it's not just about squatting, it's about allowing that torso to be into a better position or allowing the body mechanics to be maintained so I can get to an upright position and apply power.